So first come onto your hands and knees, like so. So place both hands directly underneath your shoulders, and then place both knees directly underneath your hips. And if you don't like being on your hands like that because of your wrists, you can always come up onto your fists, Bruce Lee style. So you can either have your fist pointed like so or like so. Now, once you get your arms set up, once you get your fist down, go ahead and rotate the eye of your elbow forward, away from you. So you want to internally rotate your arms, and then you'll be about set up from here. So from here, go ahead and stick your right leg straight back behind you. And this is just a gentle warm up for your lower back and your core. So with your leg kicked straight back, you want it at the same height as your hip. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, blow all your air out and pull your knee all the way up into your chest. Then inhale and kick your right leg straight back behind you. And extend your leg back. And then take a deep inhale. And exhale, pull your knee to your chest. Tuck your head in toward your knee this time. Then inhale back. Exhale, pull your knee in. And as you pull it in, flex your core. Try to get your hips a little more tucked under, and then inhale back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale one more time. And then exhale your knee down to the ground. Switch sides. You can roll your wrists out here if you need to. Take a little break. And then kick your left leg straight back. As you inhale, kick your leg away. So you want to extend through your hip and away from your hip with your foot. Then take a deep inhale. And exhale, pull your knee into your chest and get a little flexion in your core here. Once you pull it up, just flex your core a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, flex your abs as you pull your knee up into your chest. And inhale, kick back, get your spine nice and long, elongate your neck. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. This is just to get some movement. Exhale. Inhale, kick back. Then exhale your knees down to the ground. Good. Now, once you've warmed up your core a little bit, go ahead and sit back on your heels and kick both legs out in front of you like so. So, set your hips about right in the middle of the mat, kick your legs out in front of you, and bring both hands right out in front of you, like so. And then you're gonna take your hands all the way to the left, and then drop your hands down to the side. And then pick them up, draw them all the way out in front of you, all the way to the right, and drop them down to the side. Then pick them up, twist, and down. So imagine you have a ball in your hands, and you're dropping it to the right, through the center, and to the left. And then once you've done that a few times, drop yourself back about 10 degrees, and then switch sides. Pick it up, drop it across. Pick it up, drop it across. Good, so you're working your transverse abdominis here. I think that's what you call it. I might have just made that up. But you're working the abs that go around your body and the deep core muscles that keep you up. And then keep dropping another 10 degrees. Boom. Good, 2 more. Up through the center, 2 more. Good, now drop as low as you can. You might need like a small child or a chair to keep your feet down here. 1, 2, and 3. Last one, lay all the way down. Good, drop your hands down by your sides. Go ahead and pull your knees up into your chest and just pull your knees in toward your chest. So you want to pull your knees either out toward your shoulders. Good, flex your feet. Alright, now take a couple rock and rolls back and forth. Just roll along your spine. And then slowly roll yourself all the way up to seated. And then kick your legs out in front of you again. Take a deep inhale, lift your chest. Reach both arms way out in front of you. Take a deep inhale. And then as you exhale, fold yourself forward, looking forward. Look forward, keep looking forward, keep your back straight, and then drop your chest down toward your feet. Toward your knees. Or feet, whatever. Take a deep breath. And exhale, relax. So you want your hips to hinge forward. And if you don't like sitting in this position, you can boost your hips up on either a small pillow or a block, something like that. And if you're trying to reach your feet and you can't reach your feet and you're not comfortable sitting here, go ahead and bend your knees like this. Grab a hold of your feet. Take a shortcut. And then from here, once you feel comfortable, kick your feet forward a little bit. So walk your heels forward toward the front of your mat and then roll your head down. And then once you feel like you've taken enough time here and you feel warm enough, kick your feet a little further. And then a little further. Wherever you are, you don't have to be touching your toes, you don't have to be at full flexion here. You can just relax in this pose. Take a deep breath. And relax. So you can stay here as long as you want. In fact, I'd pause this video and stay here for another 5 minutes or so. Just to get yourself in a nice long forward fold to unhinge your lower back and to unhinge your hamstrings here. But for the rest of us, go ahead and bend your knees, cross your legs, place both hands on the mat, step both feet back behind you, and then just lower yourself all the way down toward the ground in a chaturanga. So with the inside of your elbow pointed toward the front of your mat, take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, bend your elbow straight back behind you, lowering yourself all the way down to the ground. There you go. And once you get down, point your toes straight back behind you. Place your hands right by your shoulders. And then on your next inhale, lift your chest up, press your hips into the ground, and press the tops of your feet into the ground. Pull your chest up. And then set your head down and relax. Again, inhale, lift your chest. Use your lower back muscles to pull you up. Lift your chest a little higher. Exhale, relax. Good, last time. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. You can even lift your knees if you want. Then inhale, lift your chest. Lift it a little higher. Hover your hands so we don't put any pressure in your hands. And now press your hands into the mat. Keep your elbows tucking in toward your ribs. And then press yourself up to an up dog. So if you can only come to here, if your lower back is in a considerable amount of pain, you can only come to here, only come to here. Stay right there. But if you can go a little further, keep pressing yourself up. Okay? And then if you want to go further, you can get blocks or even books and press your hands on the books and place them underneath your hands so that you get more hang out of your back. Wherever you are, tuck your toes and then scoot your hips forward toward your hands and keep your feet pointed straight back. And you want both legs to be touching here. And then keep your back lifting, pull your shoulders down, and get your head up out of your shoulders. Good. So we're just using this to decompress our spine here. So your spine is flexing forward toward your belly, and you're opening up those discs. Good. Take a deep breath. Keep your elbows pointed straight back. And then bend your knees, set your hips back on your heels, open your knees like so, and rest your head on the mat for child's pose. Just rest here for a couple of breaths. You can roll your head on the mat, get a little bit of movement. And then go ahead and sit yourself up on your heels and sit sideways on the mat. So from here, you can bring both feet into your groin like so. And drop both knees out to the side, lift your spine tall. Drop your shoulders down. And then kick your right leg out to the right. So you want it at about a 45-degree angle, maybe a 54-degree angle out to the right. And then keep your chest nice and flat toward the wall or whatever's right in front of you, and drop your hand toward your right foot and drop your right shoulder toward your right foot. So you want to lead with your shoulder and lead with your hand and keep your chest flat. And maybe even look up to keep that left shoulder opening. And take a deep breath. And as you exhale, relax and drop your head down toward your right foot. And if you can grab a hold of your calf here or your knee, your foot, whatever you can grab, go ahead and give yourself a little bit of pull here. And you'll notice you'll feel a pull in your left side here. So just relax into that. Allow that pull to just exist, okay? And just sit with it. And if you feel it in your hamstring, you can go ahead and bend your knee here and keep pulling yourself over your bent knee. Just had to switch locations. No big deal. So, take a couple more breaths here and allow your body to relax down a little bit. Relax down a little bit. And then slowly bring yourself back up to center and switch sides. So pull your right foot in toward your groin, kick your left leg out, lift your spine up, take a deep breath. And as you exhale, relax your left shoulder and your left hand down toward your left leg. And then you want your chest to be flat. So try to focus on just leaning your left shoulder down toward your left leg. And once you get here, you can play with turning your shoulders inward and just pay attention to what's happening right here. And then turn out. Turn your right shoulder out and notice the difference. It's very subtle, if anything at all for you. And some of you might be feeling it in your left leg more than anything. So until you get that left leg nice and flexible, this might actually just be a hamstring stretch for you. But you'll also be getting some pull out of here. And if you want, again, you can bend your left knee like so, and then lean toward your left thigh. And take a couple deep breaths. And then bring yourself back up to center. Now turn toward the front of your mat, come back onto all fours. Sit back to child's pose, open your knees wide, get your toes together, and set your hips back on your heels and drop your head down toward the mat. And your arms can just lay out in front of you. And relax. And breathe. And then go ahead and walk yourself up. And you're done. So you can stay in child's pose as long as you want. So by the end of this, you should feel a little more mobility in your lower back, and when you get up and walk around, you'll feel it in your legs. So I hope this helped. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and get in contact with me on Instagram or Facebook on Walter Does Yoga, or go ahead and hit subscribe, leave a comment, do whatever you want. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.